It'll give you wings?
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Generation toy, Red Bull. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have Red Bull. His name is Red Bull. Up top, Generation toy. On the bottom is just the rest of the picture. On this side, nothing. On this side, nothing. On the back, warning, don't eat anything in this box that could be very bad for you. And you can open up the slipcover here, and it's just a black box with a whole lot of nothing, and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along here, we have Red Bull, and this is Generation Toy's take on the T-Beast design for Sideswipe. So yeah, here he is in his beast mode. He is a bull, hence his name Red Bull. He's a Red Bull. It's pretty self-explanatory. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at all the details. Take a look at the head here. Get a nice yellow for the eyes. Get some silver for the horns. Silver up top on the head there. The black snout. And some pretty nice details going on here. Get some nice gunmetal gray there for the neck, as well as some gold. Get some gunmetal gray here. I love the coloration on this guy, personally. Just the red and white and black and the gunmetal and the silver. It all just works. It works very well. It gives him that very sideswipey look. And you can see the cannon there, done in that gunmetal gray and white with some bits of gold in there. And you got the hind legs. Again, there's some nice coloration going on there overall, in my opinion. This guy's little tail there, little silver tip there. And there's the bull booty, and there is the top, there is the bottom. He slides as bulls should slide. Hooray for sliding bulls. And for comparison, here he is with the Masterpiece Cheetor. Just so you can get a sense of the size of Red Bull here. Here he is with the DX9 Beastie Boy Hot Rod here. You can see how that works out. Here he is with the Generation Toy Gorilla. So you can see how those two look together, since they are from the same company, from the same line here. And last, but of course not least, here he is with Masterpiece Sideswipe. So, there you go. So now let's run through the articulation. The head can move down. As you can see, there's actually two hinges there that can move at. Can move up a little bit, can rotate a little bit of wiggly waggly from side to side. The mouth can open and close, and I don't know how well you can see that, but even his little teeth in there are painted. The horns can rotate. You can have those angled however you want. The cannon up top is on a hinge here, and can also rotate. Little squeaky dicky. You can also raise it up on this hinge as well, have it sitting a little more forward, so you can kind of have that sitting however you want, and that whole assembly there can rotate as well. So, as always, it's yours. You can display it however you wish. As far as the front legs can rotate. They can do a full 360. They can actually rotate at 2 points right here at the base and right here. They can move in and out. You get a little bit of rotation. You get bend here if you need it, and the hoof is on a ball joint, up, down, some tiltage, rotation. The hind legs can rotate as well. As far as inward and outward movements, you have to basically untab the leg if you want to bring his leg up so he can, fart or whatever. You have a joint right here, which can move forward and back. You have this joint right here, which can also move forward and back. This one on mine is quite stiff, very stiff. And again, the hoofs on ball joints, same amount of articulation. And his little bitty tail has a bunch of hinges here, so you can just kind of rotate that all the way up, all the way down. It can swing from side to side, so you have a lot of articulation here in the tail. You can pretty much have that posed however you want. Now, as far as accessories go, he includes his gun right here, done in silver and white. Even the gun has a horn, which I think is hilarious. But yeah, nice looking gun right there. You can store this on the bull. There is a port right here on the side of the cannon, and that just slots right in like so. You can have some double cannonage going on there with the bull. Hey, why not? Dare I say, why not? There are other accessories, but that is for the robot mode, so we'll get to that when we get to that. So speaking of robot mode, let's get down to a transformation, shall we? It's alright, a spinning bull. So, first thing we need to do is just remove this gun, put this off to the side, and we shall commence. So, first thing you want to do is you want to take his tail and just bring this whole panel up. And then we're going to come in here and untab these little side panels from his hips. Untab those, free that up, and then come here to these sections and untab these. Untab those, bring them up. And now we can work on his legs, so split the legs. And now let's get down to the work of the leggage. So, just bring the leg up. You want to take this section here with the hoof and just bring it up at that hinge right there. So it sits like that. Just bring that up, get that out of the way. This little bit here, just untab that, and then bring this red section down like so. You want to just untab this panel here, tabs into the side, so just pull that out, and that will free that up. And just bring all that down. So what we're going to do here is just kind of get that out of the way. You want to take this whole assembly here and rotate it like so. And that will sit like that. And then we can bring this panel back down. And then you just want to take the tail and just bring this up and just wrap it around like that. So once you have that done, this whole section right here will just swing down on a big old double hinge. And all of this will tab together right in here. So just line all that up and snap all that together like so. At this point now, we can bring the foot up on this hinge. Just bring it up and then come down here, flip out his toesies. And there you go. Then you take the hind leg here, just bring it down and just bring it into the leg. And there are 2 points where it's going to connect. You have a tab slot right there, and that's going to plug in right there. So just get that tabbed in. Push that in, and there you have a leg all done. Second pass is just like the first. So just bring that up, fold up this part of the leg, untab the little red piece, bring it down, untab all this, swing it out, swingy, swingy, and then spinny, spinny, swing all that around. Bring that down. Second verse is not totally like the first because you don't have a tail on this side, so not totally like the first, only somewhat. Mostly like the first. Bring that down. Tab all that in. Bring up the foot. Flip out the toes. Bring down the leg. Again, just bring that in and get it all tabbed and pegged in like that. And there you have the lower body all done. We can bring down these little panels here. And there we go. We got the lower body all done. So now moving on to the upper body. So just come back here. Just take a little backpack and just unclip that. What are we going to do now? Actually, we'll work on the arms right now. We'll get the arms done. And then we'll move on to everything else that has to do with the chestial region. So you want to take this section here, just untab that, swing that out, and then untab this white section here, flip that out, come under here, flip out the fists, and then swing this around, and then this will just rotate around like so, and this will just tab in right here under his wrist, like that. And then you just bring that out. There's a little notch for the hoof to sit in, right in there, like so. And then you just rotate the shoulder outward, like that. Take this panel, swing that up to cover up the gap, and then you can rotate the arm so everything is oriented properly. And there you have an arm all done. Second verse is just like the first. So just untab, swing, swing, swing. You're doing a lot of swinging, actually. Swing, swing, and swing it in, and swing the hoof in, like so, and then swing this out, swing this around, and bring this around, and there you have the arms all done. So there we go. So now we'll work on the chestial region here. So again, make sure that's down. You want to take these chest sections, bring these out. You can bring these shoulders back just to get them out of the way, because you kind of need the clearance here. So just swing that out as far as it'll go. These sections here will untab, swing that up, just bring that back out, untab, swing it up, bring it out. And at this point now, this assembly here you want to unclip. You can see the little tabs in there. So just untab that. These clips are kind of stiff too. Come on. There we go. So get that out like so. You want to take these sections here. They're on a double hinge. So shift these outward like that. Shift out like that. This is where there's a little bit of a clearance issue, but you can still kind of get things done. So you just want to take Sideswipe's head and just swing that around, bring the bull head around. So you want to bring the bull head down, you want to angle his horns down, like that, and his horns are going to go into these openings right here. So just get everything sitting just right, and get the horns right in there like so, and just get all of this situated, and then you can just bring the head up. And actually, let's clip this back into place. You can see there clips right there, so just clip it in, clip it on both sides. There you go, that locks all that in place. And then his head will just go right into this little notch. It will swoop into place. There you go. At this point, we can just close up the chest. And you want to take the shoulder assembly. You can see there's a big tab right there. You just want to rotate this around, and that tab will go right into the chest, right in there, and lock into place like that. And once you do that, the silver piece will come down right over that tab right there, and that's all locked in. Same thing on the other side. Again, just rotate this around so that just finds its home. And then just bring that down like that. Now we can close this up. I'll just snap right into place. And we're almost done here. We're almost done. Now you want to take this cannon here. Just bring this up. You can bring it over either shoulder, but traditionally it's supposed to go over his left shoulder. You can also rotate it there at that hinge so it sits straight. And are we done? I think we're done. Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. And there you have Red Bull, aka Sideswipe, in his robot mode. And it's really cool that even though he had a beast alt mode, they still managed to get a G1 robot mode out of him. Like, he still looks like G1 Sideswipe, and that's really cool. That's some fancy stuff. That's some fancy stuff going on there, and I like it. Oh, one more little thing you need to do here is just take his thumb out of his palm there. But yeah, really well done. Just really, really clever. Like, I totally dig this design. I really like it. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at that noggin. It is a very sideswipey head. He has horns, which is very appropriate in this instance. You can see nice blue for the eyes, silver for the face. And again, all around, very nice design here. Very cool looking. Got a nice spot there for a Autobot symbol, which I will put on there after I'm done with the video. But yeah, very cool design. Some nice detail. You got some more of that gold, some more of that gunmetal gray. Got more of a glossy red right there, which looks quite nice. Nice detail there in the legs. These big old feet. And the transformation is very clean too, as you can see. It's just not, no real junk hanging off of them. Looks quite good in my opinion. Now, articulation-wise, the head can rotate, can do a full 360, can look up, you can totally do squirrel, you can totally do that, can look down a good ways as well. Again, the shoulder cannon you can have over either shoulder, whatever you want to do there. Arms can do a full 360, they can move in and out at the base right there, and you also have this joint right here, so you have 2 points of movement for the shoulder. Yeah, bicep rotation. You do have a double jointed elbow, but you only get 90 degrees of bend out of it. That's really more for transformation into bull mode than anything else. The wrists do rotate. The hands can open and close. The forefingers are just a solid piece. They can just move in and out, and the thumb is just on a hinge that can move in and out as well. He does have waist rotation. He does have an ab crunch with full ab crunchage right there. The legs can move forward that far. You can do the big boots. Back that far. Outward. Only about that far. You have thigh rotation. You have a double jointed knee. The top joint is ratcheted, but the bottom joint is just a friction joint. But you can get a pretty good deep knee bend out of him. And the feet, they can move up a little bit, can move down a lot, and you also have lots of ankle tiltage, and you even have a toe joint if you need it. And of course we can give him his gun. And it's the usual tab in the slot of the palm method of weapon holding. And just tabs right in, wrap his fingers around it like so, and you can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and all that good stuff. And just for funsies, you can do a total Minotaur mode, and that's pretty awesome just on its own. And the cooler thing is that you can team him up with this little guy right here. Yay! And the last accessories that are included are a pair of pile drivers and jackhammers for his hands. And how you do this is we just undo this section right here. Just swing his hand back in. Again, you want to make sure the thumb is in the palm when you're doing that, like that. And then just swing that back in. Oops. Get in there. There we go. And just tab all this back in, like so. And you have this slot right here, so you can just take this and just tab it in like so. So you can have that going on if you want. So you can pow, 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 pow. You can do all kinds of that. Or you can give him jackhammers, like so. So you can do all kinds of power, 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 power. You know, you can do all kinds of that if you want. And the last feature here is a light up feature with the cannon. Now, to install the batteries, you do have to basically take the cannon apart. You have to undo these three screws right here, and right here. Take this off, and you put the batteries in. It takes two LR521 batteries or two AG0s, either or. And once you install the batteries, all you do is just push in on the barrel, and I don't know how well you can see that, but it's just a little white LED that goes off in there. It's not a dramatic effect, but hey, it's a thing you can do if you want to do it and turn it off. You just push it back in. That's how that works. So yeah, again, nothing dramatic. It's really not that bright, but hey, it's a thing you can do if you want to do it. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with Masterpiece Cheetor. So you can see how that works out. With the DX9 Beastie Boy Hot Rod. With the Generation Toy Primal. And again, lastly, but not leastly, here he is with the Masterpiece Sideswipe. So, there you go. So there you have a Red Bull, and yeah, another really well done figure from Generation Toy, in my opinion. The Bull mode looks really good, the Robot mode looks really good, the transformation, for the most part, is pretty smooth. The only thing that kind of fights you a little bit is just getting the bull head into the chest for Robot mode, but that's just, you know, it's a little minor fiddling, so not the end of the world. For the most part, everything does work pretty smoothly. So, yeah, just dig the overall design, and again, just a really well done figure. Everything comes together nice and solidly. Just overall, really cool, really nicely done, really fun to mess with, and yeah, I approve 100%. Me likes very much. So, there you go. Now, if you like this, or any of Generation Toy's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description. down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Generation Toy Red Bull. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face. Sideswipe, I have a mission for you. The humans have a museum full of delicate antiques they need to be guarded, so I recommended you. With all due respect, sir, do you think that's wise? Yeah, why not? You do realize what I transform into. You know what? It's okay. I'll just go. Whatever happens is on you. Just saying. What are you talking about? I don't get it.